Hello guys, welcome back to Wee Talk Media. As you can see, I'm by myself this time. No Robbo, but we're going to be starting a brand new segment and I cannot wait. You can see the wee smile on my face. Welcome to Wee Talk St Mirren. And basically on this channel we're just going to be discussing all things St Mirren. I mean, it's literally in the name, so outgoings, ingoings and the transfer. Obviously this summer will probably be one of the busiest periods for transfers, so a lot of videos, expect a lot of videos coming at the end. We'll be doing more live streams, more vlogs from the games. Hopefully I'm starting a football manager series, but I'll let you know more about that when the time comes. And overall just a lot of St Mirren content because it's a lot more what I want to do going forward, so the best thing to do is start Wee Talk St Mirren, I guess, and crack on, but let's get right into it. So, the first thing I want to discuss is what a season we've had, because getting top 6 was the main aim. Disappointing not to get Europe after the 6 games that we had. Came so close against the likes of Celtic to picking up 3 points. Rangers game didn't go away, Aberdeen didn't go away, Hibs game we got unlucky as well. So we've been unlucky in our games, but top 6 was the achievement that Robbie and the players set out at the start of the season. And it's fair to say they smashed out the park. I mean, we were convincingly top 6. I mean, you take away the last game of the season, which was just before the split, which was the game versus Kelly, and they absolutely ran us off the park. They made us look like we didn't deserve to be top 6. But no, if you take a look at the 30 odd games before that, we're 100% deserving of being top 6. And it's mental to say that this time, was it last season, the season before, we had finished on points above 6th and 5th, even though we finished 7th. And now it's the opposite. I believe Motherwell and Livingston have finished on more points than us, or I think Livy might be equal. But it's just mental to think that we've actually done it, we're top 6, and hopefully next season with I was about to call it a rebuild, it's not a rebuild, with the transfers that Robinson will make, we can bring in some great players, and who knows, we might push on and get to Europe, which would be quite frankly amazing. But we'll get into the news that the club made today. 4 outgoings confirmed so far. Curtis Main, Charles Dunn, Richard Tate and Joe Shaughnessy. So I'll just sort of go through them one by one, starting off with Curtis Main. The men didn't have the greatest goal record at all. I think you can see that when you look at him. But this season alone, the boy has been excellent on the park. He's so physically dominant. Defenders find it tricky to play against him, and he does pop up the occasional goal. I mean, we're seeing it at Celtic Park. The man's got a double at Celtic Park. When does that ever happen? I swear it's the closest to a hat-trick he's ever been. He could have had about 4 or 5. So it's a sad one to lose Men. I believe reports are saying that he's going to be going down to Wrexham, which is a great move for him. I think Ryan Reynolds will treat him nice wherever they go in pre-season. Where is it again? LA or something? I don't even know. They're going somewhere nice and fancy. Wish it was us. But no, good luck to him in his future, because that boy can be a player. Moving on to the next player, and we'll be speaking about Charles Dunn, who has had a weird one this season. A lot of fans think it's time for him to go. I personally agree, I think it's time to go as well. I feel like Dunn's just been one of them where he is a really good defensive player, but he makes one too many mistakes, which we can't really have at the level that we're playing at. When you're playing teams week in, week out, try to get at that top 5, top 6, it's just one too many. And I also think with the quality of defenders that we've brought in, we've got Declan Gallagher, Richard Taylor, Marcus Fraser's a centre-back as well, so there's a lot of options at centre-back, and unfortunately I think Dunn's just fallen too far down the pecking order. And don't get me wrong, I think he can still go to a good club as well. I think there'll be a lot of teams interested in Dunn. Maybe a Dundee United that's went Dunn. Although reports are saying that another centre-back that's leaving the club might be going there. So who knows where they might end up, but good luck to him, because I thought he was a really good player. But the next player is Richard Tate, and this one kills me. And it kills a lot of other people, because Tate didn't go out having a good season. Tate went out with an injury. Obviously had a good start of the season. I remember he was playing phenomenal, filling in that role at left wing back. He could be about 40 and he'd still run through half the teams in the league. I mean, the boy's just unstoppable, but it's sad to see him go the way he did. Obviously him confirming over on his Instagram that he will be leaving. unfortunately, but best of luck to Tate because he might drop into the Championship as well, maybe League One. I don't think he'll go down as far as League One, but because he does still have some valuable assets to a team, maybe a team like Livy will take him. I know they just signed a player, but aye, good luck to Tate as well. And then moving on to the one that probably hurts me the most, it is Joe Shaughnessy. El Captain leaves the club. That one is sad to say, to be honest. What a servant he's been, what a defender, and he's one that hopefully doesn't go to Dundee United. But I might see it just because it's Jim Goodwin might attract him to go back, you know what I mean? And it must want regular game time, so I feel like he'll get it at Dundee United, but I think he can do better than Dundee United. Maybe another team in the league, maybe Motherwell might take a sniff, or who knows, but good luck to him because he's been a great servant for the club, and to be honest, I'm really sad he's left. So moving on, ladies and gentlemen, and offers have been made to, well, only one player, and one player confirmed. So offer has been made to Jay Henderson, who's currently on loan at Inverness Caley Thistle. Good luck to them in the cup final against Celtic. I don't know how well that one will go, but we can always hope for the Jay Henderson hat-trick assist and a 3-0 Inverness win. But I'd like to see Jay stick around at the club for a wee bit longer. Maybe that's not in his best interest because he might not get as much game time, and that's nothing to take away from Jay because, like, you can ask any Inverness fan, he's been a fantastic player for them. I watched his assists in the semi-final, the first assist he got, and oh my god, he can be some player for us if he could play, but just with Ryan Strain, with how good Strain is, I don't think Jay Henderson fits in the team realistically. And if he's fine being a backup, then I'd happily take him back at club next season, but I would assume he wants to be playing regular first team football, which he probably won't get at the club. And they also put a statement saying that we had Callum Boyd-Munn sign a 1-year contract extension, which I think is a great move because we've not really got to see Boyd-Munn, and the game that we did see him in against Rangers, I thought he actually done alright. The boy can whip a free kick into the box to save his life, but he's got some great attributes which could help the team, you know. He probably knows that he's not going to be a starter player because O'Hara, Barkas, how am I forgetting about Gogic, you know, both got a good midfield, Greg Kilty, so he's probably accepted that he's going to be a backup, but I think Robinson's probably had a talk and just told him, look, you could be a valuable asset coming off the bench, which I think he can be, and I think it will help us next season. And then finally, I just want to sort of touch on the Macron deal that got announced as well. So Macron going forward will be a kit sponsor for the men's, women's, and I want to say the youth level team as well. So they'll be creating the kits. Now I'm excited for this because Macron have created a few good kits, and you know, the home kit will probably be natural black and white with stripes because that's usually what we get, but with the away top we've got the work cut out for them because this is a thing of beauty, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on, but I'm excited for that. And I think we should be looking forward to whatever kits they create, and looking forward to a season that's coming up where, you know, I put this on Twitter today and I think I might get pelters for this one next season, but I'm so confident that we're going to be nowhere near the relegation spot next season because, saying that's that's another story for Lewis Robinson, a bunch of marquee players, but I think just getting into next season, I don't think we'll be anywhere near that relegation spot. I think we're far too good for that now. I'm a lot more confident that we'll not get the relegation spot or anywhere near it, just because I trust Robinson and the rest of the board and coaches and stuff to bring in the right players and hopefully push on and get a European spot. But anyway, that's just a quick first video summing up what's happened in the outgoings. We'll be back in July, hopefully, to kick on for more videos, talk about any transfers that have happened, or maybe if I'm feeling up to it and transfers get announced, you know, I might make some videos going over that stuff. But you should be excited because there's a lot of great content coming on the way, you know. I know Robbie's got a lot planned for him, and I know I've got a lot planned for this, so going forward it's going to be a great July forward, going forward into next season. It'll be a great time, there'll be a lot more content, and thank you guys for the support. Thank you to Z Game as always for sponsoring the video. I've been Robbie, and we'll see you guys next time.